such an inspiration during this whole time, watching you do your pull-ups, the whole thing. Like, you're amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, well, it's funny, right, that fitness really can be like such a support to us when times get dark and uncertain. It's been my rock through all of this. And I think you probably have a similar feeling, especially with Kinergy.
100%. I mean, I think at the end of the day, like our body is the only thing that we have any sort of not control, but power over, you know? And so to be focusing on making that the strongest, most certain thing in your life when we're surrounded by uncertainty and by strong, I mean, that mind body connection of really just connecting to what we can control, and
Totally.
that is our health, that is our fitness, it's our expression, it's everything. And yes, you're right, Kinergy is all about that, and we can talk more about that in a minute, but I'm just so excited to like see another face.
I know, we're all craving the interaction, and you're right, I do feel like my heart wants to hug you, but virtual hug for now, virtual hug. Okay, before we get into the sneak peek of Kinergy, because I know everyone is so excited to get a little taste of what it's like, especially before your Relay for Relief class tomorrow. Thank you so much for doing that. We are so just proud and honored to be able to do something during these times, and knowing how much money we're raising to support the United Way's efforts to help people who've been affected by COVID-19. It feels good to do something, and thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's my complete honor and pleasure, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it. You know, I think during this time, a lot of people are like, "What can we do to help?" And we're so fortunate that this is one of the things that I think people need the most is to feel good from the inside out, and that's what we're doing tomorrow. And with that, you know, when we can feel good from the inside out, we can actually do it together collectively for 24 hours around the world. Like that's unbelievable. So I also feel like this time kind of helps you get a little creative of how we can come together. And I mean, that's my hope in humanity, is that we're always trying to find creative ways to connect. So
it's so true.
Well done to you.
The editors at Women's Health, one of our rallying cries is that constraint breeds creativity. And it's true. It's not necessarily, of course, the situation any of us wanted or expected to be in, but I am so amazed and heartened by the way human beings have found creativity and ways to express and connect. So it's pretty awesome.
Me too.
I want to hold up your cover. I'm so excited. Okay, I have a funny story, which is we were really, you know, we're obviously not in the office. I'm at my home in Brooklyn, and I was desperate to get my hands on the cover so that we could look at it together today. And it like wasn't coming. And so suddenly at the midnight hour, like 20 of them arrived. I was only supposed to get one. So I feel like when it rains, it pours in the best way. So you're just all over my house.
Oh my gosh.
Here's Julianne's cover.
Yay. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I mean, the fact that this is just the relationship that we have, and I've been so honored to be on the cover of Women's Health a few times now. I mean, I don't know. I feel very, very lucky, very blessed. And also to just have a voice with all of your readers and your community to just share my passions and my beliefs, and we're definitely aligned in what we believe. And so thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Well, I also want to share with readers who are tuned in right now. They may not know the backstory or be like wondering, how in the world did you guys pull off a photo shoot? And the answer is, we did not pull off a photo shoot. As much as I would have loved to come out to California and do a shoot with you live and in person again, this art actually came from the shoot we did together last summer when we were getting ready for the September issue, which remains to this day like one of my career highlights.
Just mine too, 100%.
And the funny thing was, there was so much awesome art that came out of that shoot. We ended up doing 5 different covers. We made the cover story longer. Like it was an epic thing. And even still, there was art that we didn't have room to use. And so when we started thinking about our June issue and the fact that we didn't have a chance to photograph, I immediately remembered that we had all these amazing images of you that I thought the world should see. So I feel like it was very serendipitous that we did that we took some outtakes.
Yeah, 100%. And you know, like, I mean, the way you guys shot it, because it was the naked strength issue, it was such a small crew. It was so intimate, and then we just like knocked through things so quickly that we had so much content.
We had so much content.
Yeah,
And
it was amazing.
it's amazing, obviously, how different the world is now. Like,
Yeah.
there was obviously a hair and makeup crew there. You're full on glam. There were lights. Now I
Totally.
feel like the world has gotten used to seeing you and all the rest of us kind of in our more like natural, authentic state. I noticed you've got some like very
Pink.
cute, very pink hair streaks. Like, just we're having fun expressing ourselves, right? And kind of embracing our natural
Yeah.
beauty.
You know, that's kind of what I love about this time too, is it's a very forgiving time in the sense that like, you know, I created a home studio here to do live workout classes for Kinergy, and you know, it's not this whole produced thing, but it's like not only is it forgiving, but it's also redefining what we want to see. We just want to see real, authentic people coming together and like just engaging, and I think we're kind of redefining what the future holds. And although I do love a good glam squad, I'm not gonna
Me
lie.
too. I miss it. It's not the same when I do it to myself.
Yeah.
Not the same. All right. Well, I know you want to give us a little sneak peek, and I'm just going to call out this cover line, which is the mind body workout we all need right now. I remember working with my team when we were making that cover line, and all we could think about was Kinergy and how powerful and how much it meant to us. A lot of us editors had the awesome experience of getting to do it with you in New York City last winter. So I am thrilled to have this platform to be able to share it with all of the women's health readers.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And yeah, I'll just give you a quick brief of what Kinergy is all about. So Kinergy is a mind, body, soul, or spirit or energy workout. We like to call it expanded fitness. And its mission at the core is to help people connect to themselves first and foremost, whether that's physically, emotionally, mentally, whatever it may be. Because when we can connect to ourselves, we can then relate to the people around us with no separation or division, and really just connectedness. And then when that can happen, we can actually experience the world in its most true and pure form, which is love. And we also believe that we're creating Kinergy together. This isn't about one person leading the way. Like, when we collectively come together, we create that magic together. And so we move. The three pillars are movement, breath, and activating your imagination. And that is that trifecta that really helps you connect in the best way. So the movement itself, it's not like this dance choreography where you're gonna bust out into some like popping and locking thing. Like, it's follow along. It's like, it's movements that are designed to create your biggest expression that's within you, how your body wants to be moved. And then when we activate that breath is really to help build up more energy within your body so that you can transform that energy and literally release it in a different kind of way. Obviously, like, the science behind it is like the dopamine, oxytocin, like all of those beautiful things that happen within your brain and your body, but then energetically, like, really able to shift your old belief systems. And then the imagination part, that is like, this is next level. So we take your mind, and we surrender it, or I say you surrender your own mind. You surrender your mind to your body, because our mind is so active. And when we were kids, we used to have these wild imaginations that took us to places that, you know, like, we could dream up. There were unlimited possibilities. And then somewhere along the line, like, that journey of like imagination and dreaming big, we just started adulting. And then, like, we started putting limitations on ourselves. So with the imagination, we take you through something that's very, very familiar, which is the elements: earth, fire, water, air. Mm-hmm. And you start activating your senses. So, like, what does it smell like? What does it taste like? What does it feel like? And that's the most important part, because that really helps you get present within yourself, activating that imagination, and then really letting your body just take over, so that you don't have any fear of like, am I doing this right or wrong? Is this good or bad? It's just about expression. So with that, I thought I'd teach you like a little move from water, because water to me is, especially women's health, like there's something so nurturing about water that allows us to express ourselves emotionally with strength, and also our sensuality in a way that allows us to feel free and without shame, without guilt, in a way that is completely self-love and nurturing to ourselves. Because we talk about self-love all the time, right? But like, how do we actually give ourselves self-love? There's so many ways. And one of my favorite ways is through the body and through sensuality that's for no one else but just for you. So with that, I'm going to stand up. I'm going to move my
me too.
thing right here. Oops, something dropped. Okay, so, oh, can you see me? Oh, there we go. So I'll take this off too. So one thing that I really like to do with water is when you walk through water, you can't just walk like this, right? There's like resistance, like you have to push through the water to get there, right? So here, we'll pull it back a little more. So when you move through water, just think that there's got to be resistance. So we're going to use our body first. We're going to just sway side to side like this, but squeezing our lats down and pulling our hips up while tightening our core, right? So just going side to side like this. Stepping right foot, left foot, lifting up your sides. So even if you just want to take it out and just pressing down like this, that's going to tighten, but now you can give it a little bit of a swing. Yeah, okay, so now just
you are instructing like the world's most amateur dancer. This last time.
but think about it, less is dancing and more is movement. So like pressing your sides down and squeezing your sides together like this. And now we're going to move our arms, but imagine someone is trying to like press your arms down like this. And then you're going to go side to side. Whew. And now when you go through water, you have to have resistance for change. So, oh yes, exactly. So instead of having like ankle weights or wrist weights or bands, you're just pressing them down. So this, you can do it side to side like this as well. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, but really just imagining someone's pressing those arms. My back, I'll show you my back. I'm really pressing my lats down. Woo! I'm already sweating. So when this happens, we're activating water. So now I want you to activate your imagination. Like, am I swimming in water? Is it heavy? Is it thick water? Am I in a river? Am I in an ocean? Is it a tsunami? And then you start picking it up a little bit. Woo! In through the nose, out through the mouth. Yes. So now, this move I really love too, is kind of creating this like wave with the arms, with resistance. Yeah. So pressing forward. So imagine if I come down here, I'm like literally taking all this like arm movement and I'm flexing my arms. So I'm sculpting my arms as I'm creating all this resistance. And then with my body, I'm actually localizing and creating like a little bit of a roll to start creating fluidity. And when we create fluidity, that's where we believe like nothing is solid in this life. Everything has flow. And this will pull in like all that ab workout, but on like the tiniest level. So
I feel it.
Putting those things together. Woo!
It's amazing you do not need weights to
feel
it in every single fiber in your muscles.
And I'm pulling in, but imagine this. Okay, we're on Women's Health. I can talk to you like this.
Yeah.
So imagine pulling like water up through, you know what I'm talking about, ladies?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Like all the way through your pelvic floor and then into your sacral area, which is like your abs, where we hold a lot of trauma, where we hold our wound, all that stuff that like our shame, our guilt, all that shit. sorry, I get very passionate about this. And so when we can like loosen this up and become fluid, all of a sudden our like whole expression just opens up with no like fear of, am I doing this right or wrong? So let's like focus on pulling that up right here and just rotating it. Like I'll just go to the side. Yes. Woo! And then using all that resistance and that flow. And then if you really feel comfortable, then you can even pick it up even more. Yes. And then you can go back down here. You can move your head side to side. Woo! Going back and back and back. Woo! And then I just like to feel my body afterwards and be like, this is my body. This is my body. This is nobody else's. This isn't for anyone. This is for me. So, how did you guys feel? Anybody feel good?
Tell us in the comments. I love it.
That was just a little taster. I'll bring my bench back up. Knocking all my crystals down.
I think people are into it. I'm reading the comments. People are happy. You know, that is just one element, and you have that whole series for each of the 4 elements that the class is based upon.
I do.
And having been through all of them with you, I like almost can't put into words what it feels like when you finish. Like you feel light, like you've released, like you found darkness inside you and let it go. It's physical, it's emotional. It is, I mean, people cry in a beautiful way.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard all of that coming into it. And it's not until you're there that, I know it sounds like what, but when you're there, it really does happen, and it's really magical.
Thank you so much for even saying that. You know, like one of the cool things about Kinergy is like I've taken Tai Chi and Qigong and martial arts and dance and breath work and meditation and really combined and put it all into one modality that's 45 minutes, takes you through the hero's journey. So it's specifically designed to build up all this energy so that by the end, it doesn't matter whatever expression that you go through, whether it's like laughing hysterically or crying or being a little angry, whatever that is, that's this subconscious expression that maybe has been suppressed for years, it just is released. And it doesn't have to mean anything. It doesn't have to mean that, oh, I'm so sad. Why am I sad? No, it's just blocked energy. It's just blocked, like, you know, memories or something. And it also might not even have anything to do with anything. It might just be stuck energy that just wants to flow. So that's what this whole workout is designed to do, is to just open you up, feel free, liberated, expressed. And I know I'm going to be teaching tomorrow for the Relay for Relief, which is, I'm doing the like 20-minute version.
Cool.
And of course, everybody go sign up right now for that. But then I also just would love, you know, to offer our services, because during this time, especially like I said, when we're like stuck here in this like self-isolation, or we're with a lot of people, to feel connected to ourselves is so important. And so we want to create Kinergy together. We want to build a community. We want to be part of women's health community. We just want to keep growing to a point where everybody feels seen, everybody feels safe to express themselves. So I teach on Saturdays, and if you guys sign up today, we're going to gift you guys 6 weeks of free classes.
Amazing.
So you would just have to sign up and use the promo code WATER.
Should we go visit the Kinergy handle? Is that the best place to go?
So go to kinergy.com, which is KINRGY. And I'm just, like, my heart just bursts with gratitude, because the amount of people that have shown up and just like their whole perspective of what COVID and this time has meant, where it started and then where it's been for the last 5, 6, 7 weeks, has shifted dramatically. So it's just like my heart just, we're doing this together. Like we're in this together. So go sign up. And
and I mean, that kind of takes us full circle to where we started. I feel like you were on the cusp of launching pop-ups and brick and mortar experiences and real life experiences. And it's obviously heartbreaking that that trajectory didn't happen in the way you envisioned. And yet there's something so serendipitous about the fact that you had already built the foundation, so you were ready to go and bring it to people virtually. And at the time, arguably, that people needed it more than they ever have in their lives.
Well, again, chills, like my heart is bursting because, I mean, we just did a little water move. It's like in life, you have to be fluid. It's like, if you have a stuck or a belief that this is how it's supposed to be, we would have been screwed because we would have just said, oh no, okay, we're going to wait until this is all done, which we thought might have been a month. And it's just continuing to go. And then we can do our pop-ups and then we can do this. But instead it was like, wait, what do people need right now? And we're so lucky. Like, we didn't just come to LA and New York and meet people with 30 people in a class. We're having thousands of people in classes around the globe. Yeah. And like reaching people everywhere. And that's the coolest thing, is that in life, the most important thing is, again, like, connect to self. But when we can do it together collectively, and we're having this shared collective experience of uncertainty, but then you feel the power of each other. Oh my gosh. It's like, that's what brings me back to my belief in humanity. It's like, this is what it's about.
Totally agree. Could not agree more. Okay. So to recap, go to kenergy.com, everybody. Get 6 weeks of this. You'll feel it in the first session, but more is good.
And we're going to have more classes. Yeah. And we're having more classes because, again, like, we're listening to our community and they're like, we want more. We don't just want once a week. So we're going to be building out more classes, bigger schedule, and our guides. We have 10 amazing guides that are just phenomenal. And
I've met a few of them and they really are like,
they're magic.
Yes. Magic. Luminaries. They shine, just sparkle. Yeah.
Yes.
I just want to remind everybody, Julianne's cover was revealed this morning. It goes on newsstands on May 26th. I'm sorry, I know that's a hot second. You all have to wait to get this one. But her actual cover story is up live on womenshealthmag.com right now. And I also want to mention that we did 2 covers, speaking of all the amazing photographs we have of you. So we have a special version for our subscribers. It's another awesome image. And if you want to become a subscriber, it's really easy. You just need to go to subscribe.womenshealthmag.com and you can get the other version of Julianne's cover. So many options.
I can't wait to see that.
And you can see Julianne tomorrow doing another version of Kenergy for the awesome Relay for Relief. Again, thank you to Athleta and to Degree for being our amazing supporters and sponsors. The signups are live and active right now. I will be there. I signed up. I have a lot of friends who are taking your class, and there are tons of other awesome trainers offering amazing workouts. So all sorts of exciting and amazing workouts for people.
Oh, it's going to be on all day in my house. I'm going to be popping in and out.
Good. Yeah, me too. There's some really fun ones. All right. Well, another virtual hug from Brooklyn.
Virtual hug for
California.
You. Liz, you're amazing. Thank you for being the woman that you are and just spreading light and love and just continuing to just create a platform for women, for even men, but women to just feel so confident in like stepping into their truest selves. And I love you. I think you're amazing.
Love you too. That means a lot. That means everything to me. That I feel like your ethos, you and your brand and what Women's Health does, we're perfectly aligned. So it feels like magic to be celebrating with you today and for the rest of this month and beyond.
Well, thank you. I love and adore you. Mwah.
Mwah.
And bye everyone. You guys are awesome.
Bye guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you later. Bye. Thanks all for coming. We'll see you next time.